Got another Texan team, the Houston Outlaws, and the San Francisco Shock coming up next.
This is going to be a banger of a match. The San Francisco Shock having a dominant kickoff clash will shortly follow. They're going to play a unit. They're going to rush to the point again, leaving Finn and Kilo on the high ground, but the Nana comes out on Kalush.
Nana boost on Kalush. This is exactly where he wants the Outlaws, all on that point, so he can earn that primal in a blink of an eye. Nice response, though, from the Outlaws. They do end up using the beat, but Pelican goes down to Kilo. Iris, fade, forced. Late beat for the Shock as they now make the execution. Iris in a whole lot of trouble. Like I said, as soon as you burn that fade, Scott, it's basically all over. And a fantastically timed beat there from Violet at the very end of the... Okay. Now Merritt taking the high ground. You've got to be careful if you're below them. There's one. Merritt gets booped in. There's another one. Dante following up on the kill to Finn. Proper kills Pelican in the backline, but it don't matter. Shock already dead. The wall, but still no follow-up from the San Francisco Shock. The pulse bomb could be big. Proper's got to hit this. It could be all over if he doesn't. A nice stick. Dante dies. The Shock still need to touch the point as OT needs to be triggered. It was close, and because of that, Proper needed to get there. And the Outlaws knew it. They could just run down the rest of the Shock. Kilo with the visor. Iris does pop the coalescence, and he's now trying to dodge around the pillars, and he does a good job of it. Lastro with the final kill onto Kilo. Proper causing OT, and Outlaws at the very last second are holding strong. The Shock can come back, but it's looking rather unlikely now.
The Houston Outlaws just getting control of that fight, that sustainability really.
Keep to Finn and Violet from Dante, but can he get much more? Nice pulse, instant punch there, stops that damage, resist from going through. The San Francisco Shock replying kind with a beat, and Kilo just gets focused. It's a nice beat by Violet, but these hacks are actually been pretty well placed. They're following up perfectly. The problem is the Shock are still in control. Lastro forced to burn this beat to try and find an inch into this fight. The San Francisco Shock have a comp that can come back so quickly. Pelican now chasing down Finn. He has the nano. They eventually kill him, but with Kilo coming back, he's able to stall for a little longer. 55% now to 20 building.
Houston Outlaws and Merritt making... There's a lot of ults on both sides. Pelican opens it up with a pulse bomb on a Kilo, though.
Kalush with the nano. Can he kill Lastro? Proper helps him do it. And Violet in the back line, in fact, or in the front line, I should say. Nice little meteor strike from Dante. Kalush is in a little bit of trouble trying to kill the doofus, but look at this. Iris's coalescence doing way too much work for the Shock to deal with. They need to... Still alive and well. He's 5% towards that pulse, but he gets hacked. He has to just stay alive for as long as possible because everybody else on his team is just falling. He's so close to getting it. Another EMP from Merritt, and the Houston Outlaws wipe the Shock and take map 1.
Holy.
Straight on top. As soon as he got hacked, he needed to press that nade button. The additional healing just helps him survive. Dante charging the power block. You do not want to give the Doomfist the power up punch. Kilo takes care of Pelican, and Proper earning himself a pulse bomb in the backline, chasing down Iris. Nice, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. San Francisco Shock. No expending any ultimates in that fight.
As you highlighted, Jack.
Can't use those legs, but he can still shooty. Oh my word, pulse bomb from Proper kills both Iris and Lastro. They might be able to stay alive now. Kilo fending for himself in the lodge. Healing station used, has to back up into the high ground, but without support, the Outlaws aren't going to last long, and they're sent to the county jail.
Outlaws, let's have a look at this one right here.
Just biding his time. Oh, in the corridor.
Oh, on the coalescence.
Tragic. No one's checking him. Called the Mega Health Pack. Forcing the fade from Iris is good. Nice beat. Kalush is hacked, but no, his abilities come instantly back and they don't touch. Nice forcing of the recall there by Pelican. Everybody's in that small room. They take care of Merritt already. Dante is dead. This isn't a good look from the Outlaws at all. Lastro in the small corridor, staying alive, keeping his team healthy. Kills Violet. Lastro actually coming up clutch for the Outlaws at the very end. Sleep onto Dante. Can Proper earn a pulse bomb before anything happens? Dante is purple. No power block in sight. Someone needs to save him. It's not quite quick enough. Proper has the pulse. Outlaws have already lost 3. It's as good as over. A nice stick onto Iris. A recall onto the point, and the San Francisco Shock.
First half of the first point.
You can say it either way. Doomtay.
Yeah.
Doomtay. That's fine.
It's in my brain.
Man, Merit's having a tough time getting anything done right now. In fact, just a double punch there from Kalush. Power block up. Don't want to charge that power up, though. Straight to the backline again. Merit having a tough time. Look, he's trying to get angles, but Kalush just chased him that in, like, around the entire point. Like, what do you do if you're Merit right there? It feels like right now he needs to switch. There's no space granted by the Outlaws to give Merit. Nano boost onto Kilo, no visor, but not normally a problem for Kilo. And now with the Outlaws on the high ground, he's very willing to just run them down. He's got a beat at his back, and Merit bites the dust. The San Francisco Shock keeping the payload going. No way Lashro used this beat to keep them in this fight. It's more than lost for them right now. The Shock with a beat and a nano, and a visor, and a pulse, and meteor strike.
This is going to give them so much space.
Nice nade, perfectly timed beat from Lashro. He's had that since point A. Edge going to surge on forwards. Merit doing a fair bit of damage, but somehow the San Francisco Shock still surviving. A nano onto Kilo to stop him from dying. And Iris, once again, getting his coalescence interrupted. The San Francisco Shock gets this interrupted. It could be done. Nano onto Kalush. Everybody's in that tight corridor. You're going to have to dodge it somehow, some way. Not going to be possible, though. Kalush going crazy in the backline. Proper finishing that one up through. Team kill for the San Francisco Shock as they claim point B.
Maybe a greedy...
If he attaches to towards support, it might just be over. There's a lot of people lining up, but he manages to throw it on the ground, not picking up a kill just yet. And Iris applying that nano boost to Merit, who's got a high ground advantage. The Shock, the health bars reduced to 0. The Outlaws are going to make their stand on that final point. Kilo on the sign. Kilo on the sign. Kilo on the sign. Lashro super low. Oh my god. How is he alive? Okay, Kilo just lost him completely. Nice pulse bomb. Kilo just standing out of range, and Proper takes care of Pelican. Okay, good start, and a nice sleep onto Dante. Stops that power block from going off. The sleep goes right through it. And it's an easy cleanup kill after that. Cleanup kills, I should say. The Shock. They need to clutch up once again. Nice seismic slam into the punch, but Merit once more. This is exactly the same thing that happened on point A. Merit comes up big with a death blossom kill onto a DPS, and then the rest of the team capitalize on it. The Houston Outlaws, still with a pulse in hand, has to use a blink to dodge out of it so he doesn't die. Kilo now on the high ground where he loves to be. Nice pulse bomb from Proper. Outlaws, their final seconds are here. They need to come up big. Lashro and Pelican are dead. OT here. Merit pops the rate to get out of that purple. But the Shock have the kills, they have the damage, they have the health, and they have the map. OT ticking through, and the Shock are on match point.
That one, Violet's going to need a good sound barrier. He can't drop the beat and mess it up.
Merit got bubble just in time, and a nice nano, but San Francisco Shock have the beat, so Merit has to play rather safe. He can't quite chunk through everybody where the overhealth is present. He's 40 HP with a visor, but he's trapped in a corner, and the San Francisco Shock put him in a box and send him back home. They used that meteor strike and the beat in that fight. They got nano visor up next. Merit shooting a wall, classic. Graviton Surge has been used. Dragons on top. There's a lot of people in trouble. Violet, more so than anybody else. Rather squishy on the Lucio, of course. Even if you have amp healing. Oh, what a humongous sleep dart from Finn. Stops Pelican from running away with the game. It was a 1v1 turned into a 2v1. Proper laid the pulse bomb right straight to the back. Proper's not there to clean it up this time, but I think they're going to be more than happy with that. Pulse bomb onto Lashro, but a perfectly timed beat to make sure he survives. A nano onto Kilo. He's in the back line. 2 kills for the nano visor. Make that a 3rd. Kilo cleaning up the San Francisco Shock. They held on to that position for so long. Went down. Teleport to the back. Bubble on top. Finn got the sleep dart and is ready. Oh no, not quite quick enough. The death blossom wasn't even needed. Finn was already dead, but it at least secures the kill. Kalush falls, and the Shock, yeah, they're just dying on the payload. And the Outlaws once again gain control, but Scott, they got 35 seconds to rock and roll. You can see Iris just placing his crosshair straight over Merit. They're ready to go with this nano visor, waiting for Kilo to maybe pop it first. Nano visors for both teams. Kilo in the backline already killing Iris, but no, Kilo shut down. Merit kills Violet off the back end of that too. They're playing so far back. Shock had to overextend. Overtime is here, and the Outlaws are pushing. Gonna be good for the time being, and Kalu's with the power-up punch does get stunned. He's in the back line, a massive seismic slam, but Finn still managing to find the kills. Overtime ticking down, Pelican's gonna come back with the bottom. He gets absolutely nobody, as Prop is still cleaning up. There's one, there's two, make that a third. Overtime disappearing, and the shock eliminate Outlaws.